So the farm workers introduced me to how to organize. So we had to create a plan with timelines, and we ended up doing taste tests and working with this company, talking to just so that students would be able to choose a different product. We had to have meetings with the president. We did petitions with the faculty to get them on board with us. We did postcard signing. We actually, took a group of students down to Oregon to meet farm workers and to do, to connect with other students. So we were working with UW to get them to also get involved. From there, I took on an internship to get different churches on board to endorse the boycott in the Seattle area with Washington Association of Churches, which is a great supporter. But they weren't able to get, it was a big controversy to get all the different church leaders to actually endorse this boycott. And then from there, when I finished school, I ended up going back, actually taking a position with PCUN down in Willamette Valley in Woodburn, Oregon. And so when I worked with them just for a little bit over 2 years. And when I was with them, we primarily worked on organizing the boycott. So it was me going, part of my work was going across the country, speaking to students at different universities, get them to endorse the boycott, to get on board. We brought our boycott to Canada, which was a great opportunity because I got to go to Toronto during International Women's Day.
How did that happen? How are you able to do that?
Well, we just make phone calls, and look for connections. They have the Canadian Labour Congress, which is a great resource, and so we get invited. We make tons of phone calls, find one student, that's willing to have us on campus, and then try to get them to take on and find passion and find a connection. The one thing that's great about about the farm worker cause is that it really builds coalitions and brings a variety, really diverse people together. And that's why, in part, besides the fact that I had this connection, my dad was a farm worker, 40 years ago, I also found it a way to really open up and educate people and bring people together because, getting MECHA students together, getting, Catholic students together, women's groups, environmentalist students on campus. It was a way to really, the fact that almost everyone has worked in farm work at some point historically. The Filipinos, the Africans, Native Americans, poor whites. So it really draws people to both remember where they come from and the fact that, of course, we're eating every day. So it's something that's so elemental, to who we are. And it's such an easy step for people to find that connection on so many levels. And so it's, so that's, really a passion for me is still farm workers. And so, we'd call Canadian Labour Congress, we find someone that'd be willing to have us come and speak to their conference, find people that are willing to open a door so that, you can find a way in and build some kind of solidarity. And just the same way that when people come from further south to ask for our solidarity, it was really eye-opening for me being the one receiving that solidarity.